All right, here we go. This is our second interactive read aloud for today, Tuesday. Sorry. Ooh. All right, so today we're going to be also learning about weather at sea. When you look out your window to see what it's like outside today, you're thinking about the weather. What is the weather like today where you live? Is it sunny or rainy, cold or warm, stormy or calm? Oh, I wish it was looking like this where I was. An ecosystem's weather is different than its climate. Weather changes day to day. When we talk about an ecosystem's climate, we're talking about what the weather is usually like across many days or years. The Caribbean island ecosystem has a tropical climate, warm and wet. Even if it has cool or dry weather for a few days, most of the time it's warm and wet. Weather is different across the world. If you live in a cold ecosystem, your weather might be snowy today. If you lived in a wet ecosystem like a forest, it might be rainy. If you lived in the Caribbean island ecosystem, your weather might be sunny and calm, but it could also be stormy. Sailors have to pay close attention to the weather because it changes so often. They don't want to be caught in a bad storm or hurricane. One way sailors can predict the weather is by observing the clouds above their heads. What kind of weather do you think would be best for sailing a ship? Let's take an imaginary sailing trip to learn more about how clouds can predict the weather. Starting out on our journey, the weather is perfect for sailing. It's a warm day on the Caribbean Sea with just enough wind to fill the sails. The sky is full of low, fluffy clouds that look like cotton candy or pillows. Our ship's captain looks up at the clouds and smiles. Cumulus clouds like these usually mean the weather will be nice and there probably won't be any storms. A great day for smooth sailing. Cumulus clouds often look like things we recognize, like hearts or animals. It's fun to play the "What do you see" game with cumulus clouds. What does this cumulus cloud look like to you? There's no right or wrong answer. Everyone sees different things. I see a man with his arms stretched out to the world. Look, here's his thumb and his fingers looking down on everybody. The next day, we see different clouds in the sky. They look thin and wispy. The captain looks up at the sky. Cirrus clouds like these often mean the weather's about to change. Some people see feathers or fish scales. What do you see in these cirrus clouds? In the afternoon, the sky starts to get dark, and another kind of cloud begins to roll in. They're fluffy like cumulus clouds, but they're taller and dark gray. The captain looks up at them and frowns. When I see these thunderhead clouds, the captain tells us, I know a big storm is approaching. Another name for cumulonimbus clouds like these is thunderheads because they can create powerful thunderstorms full of rain and lightning flashing across the sky. Have you ever been in a thunderstorm? What did it feel and sound like? Sure enough, lightning flashes in the distance. As soon as it flashes, the captain begins counting, stopping when the sound of thunder roars. The sooner we can hear thunder after a lightning strike, the closer the storm is to us. The captain tells the crew to lower the sails and tie them down. If the sails were left open, the ship could be blown far away or even knocked over by the powerful winds. Pretend you're trying to tie down the sails. Don't forget to use your rope and pulley to lower them. Soon, we're all huddled inside the ship. It's important to find shelter during a thunderstorm. Outside, the wind wails and the boat gets rocked from side to side in the storm. Our ship is sturdy, so we're safe, but storms like these were the reason for many shipwrecks during the time of the pirates. After an hour, it starts to get quieter, and the boat stops rocking back and forth so much. The captain looks out the porthole and announces that the storm is over. We survived it. Whew. The storm has passed, but now it's foggy outside. Fog is another kind of cloud, one that hangs low in the sky and makes it hard to see anything. The captain is worried we might accidentally run into an island or some rocks that are hidden by the fog. Suddenly, we see a light so bright that it shines right through the gray fog. It's a lighthouse, guiding us safely to land with its light. We made it safely to port, thanks to the lighthouse and our captain's ability to study the sky to predict the weather. The next morning, we see these clouds in the sky. Predicting the weather by looking at clouds and using tools is a type of science. Be a weather scientist and make a hypothesis. What will the weather probably be like if these clouds are in the sky? So remember, here's my glossary page that I also like to keep up. And here are the cumulus clouds. They're the puffy ones like cotton candy. And we like to look at make pictures out of them. Here's the cirrus clouds, where remember they said it's a sign that the weather will change. Here's the cumulonimbus or thunderheads. Here's the shipwreck. These are our sails all folded together. Here's fog. A lighthouse. This is showing you weather, and a thunderstorm. So we're going to meet back at 10:35, and remember, you can choose something from this or something that you learned about the parts of a ship to write about today. But I want you to try to think about what you want to write about and be ready when we meet. All right. See you soon.